University of Hamburg. The University of Hamburg, German, Universität Hamburg, also referred to as UHH, is a university in Hamburg, Germany. It was founded on 28 March 1919 by combining the previous general lecture system Allgemeines Vorlesungswesen, the Hamburg Colonial Institute Hamburgisches Colonial Institut, and the academic college Akademisches Gymnasium. The main campus is located in the central district of Rotherbaum, with affiliated institutes and research centers distributed around the city-state. The university has been ranked in the top 200 universities worldwide by the Times Higher Education Ranking, the Shanghai Ranking, and the CWTS Leiden Ranking, placing it among the top 1% of global universities. 7 Nobel Prize winners and 1 Wolf Prize winner are affiliated with UHH. On a national scale, U.S. News & World Report ranks UHH 7th, and QS World University rankings 14th out of a total of 426 German institutions of higher education. History. Founding. At the beginning of the 20th century, wealthy individuals made several unsuccessful petitions to the Hamburg Senate and Parliament requesting the establishment of a university. Senator Werner von Mell worked towards the merging of existing institutions into one university, but this plan failed. Much of the establishment wanted to see Hamburg limited to its role as a trading center, and were concerned about both the costs of a university and the social ambitions of professors who would be recruited by the university. In 1907, proponents of a university founded the Hamburg Scientific Foundation Hamburgische Wissenschaftliche Stiftung, followed by the Hamburg Colonial Institute in 1908. The Science Foundation supported the recruitment of scholars for the chairs of the general lecture system and funding of research cruises, while the Colonial Institute was responsible for all education and research questions concerning overseas territories. In 1911, the city's first lecture building opened, later becoming the main building of the university. Plans for the foundation of the university itself were shelved due to the outbreak of the First World War. After the war, the first freely elected Senate chose von Mell as mayor. He and Rudolf Ross advocated for education reform in Hamburg and were able to pass a law establishing both the university and an adult high school. On 28 March 1919, the University of Hamburg opened its gates, increasing the number of full professorships in Hamburg from 19 to 39. Both the Colonial Institute and the general lecture system were absorbed into the university. The university's first schools, or faculties, were law and political science, medicine, philosophy, and natural sciences. Weimar Republic and the National Socialist era. During the Weimar Republic, the university quickly grew to become important. The student population reached several thousand, and the growing popularity of the university drew scholars such as Albrecht Mendelssohn Bartholdy, Abbe Warburg, and Ernst Cassirer to Hamburg. Many students were suffering due to the poor economic situation that prevailed in the early Republic, leading to the foundation of the Hamburg Association of Student Aid in 1922. Ernst Cassirer became the principal of the university in 1929, one of the first Jewish scholars to take that role in Germany. The number of full professors had grown to 75 by 1931. The academic situation shifted quickly after the general election in March 1933. On 1 May of that year, the university held a ceremony to honor Adolf Hitler. Massive political influence by the Nazis followed, including the removal of books from the libraries and harassment against alleged enemies of the regime. About 50 scientists, including Ernst Cassirer and William Stern, had to leave the university. At least 10 Hamburg students were suspected of working with the White Rose and arrested. 4 died in custody or were executed. A commemorative plate depicting the foyer of the lecture hall, designed by Fritz Flier, was produced in 1971 in their memory. In the Federal Republic of Germany, once the Second World War was over, the university reopened in the winter of 1945 with 17,800 employees. Of the 2,872 students who were enrolled at the University of Hamburg in the first post-war semester of 1945/46, 601 had been admitted to the School of Philosophy, 952. The first student association during this period was elected in 1946 under British supervision, and it became the foundation of the General Students' Committee, (St.A.) in 1947. During the West German era, new departments were added to the university. In 1954, the School of Protestant Theology was added, and the School of Law separated from the School of Economic and Social Sciences. This growth was accompanied by significant construction in the late 1950s and early 1960s. The auditorium and the Philosopher's Tower were inaugurated near the Von Mell Park, while the Botanical Institute and Botanical Garden were relocated to Flottbeck. The university grew from 12,600 students in 1960 to 19,200 in 1970. A wave of protests during the student movements of 1968 resulted in a reform of the university's structure. In 1969, the faculties were dissolved in favor of more interdisciplinary departments. The involvement of students and staff in the administration was also increased, and the office of rector was abolished in favor of a university president. Parts of these reforms were rescinded in 1979 as part of the Hamburg Higher Education Act. The main campus in the Rotterdam quarter was completed, with additional construction in the 1970s, including the Geomaticum building and the Wee bunker named for its bunker-like architecture. After this, growth focused on other parts of Hamburg. Two newly constructed buildings were opened adjacent to the main building in 1998 and 2002, revitalizing the Moorwade area of the university. In 2005, the Hamburg University of Economy and Politics was merged into the University of Hamburg by a political act that was opposed by both institutions. Under the same act, the 17 departments of the two institutions were merged and restructured into 6 faculties. The implementation of the Bologna process, an effort to ensure comparability of standards across European institutions, was another major point of contention during that decade. Tuition fees were introduced at EUR 500 in 2006, but later reduced to EUR 375 and fully abolished in 2012. Campus. The University of Hamburg is made up of over 180 properties scattered throughout the city. The main building stands on the Moorwade opposite Hamburg Damter Station, not far from the main campus at Von Mell Park. The State and University Library Hamburg, the Audimax Auditorium, the Hamburg University Archive, and several other teaching buildings are all located in that area. The second cluster of university buildings is grouped around Martin Luther King Square in the same quarter. The Geomaticum marks the western end of the campus, near Schlump Metro Station. Several departments are located in other quarters. Physics is spread over branches at Jungiastrasse, Bergedorf along with the Hamburg Observatory, and Bahrenfeld with the world-renowned Desai and other facilities. Biology has locations in Flottbeck, while computer sciences moved to Stellingen in 1991. The medical school is located in the University Hospital Hamburg-Eppendorf. Academics. As of 2019, the total student body is over 43,000, with 7,000 freshmen recruited each year. Over 4,800 doctoral candidates are enrolled. 149 different majors are offered by 6 faculties, with almost 700 professors engaged in teaching and research. In addition, over 3,600 academic staff and over 7,000 administrative and technical staff members are employed in the university. The University of Hamburg supports 7 collaborative research centers German Sonderforschungsbereich sponsored by the German Research Foundation. Rankings. In October 2012, the university decided not to participate in national or global rankings in the foreseeable future due to the administrative costs required to participate. The methodologies used by many ranking systems have also been criticized. However, The University of Hamburg continues to be featured in major global rankings. The Physics and Astronomy Department of UHH was ranked 76th in the world in 2021 by QS World University Subject Rankings. Measured by the number of top managers in the German economy, UHH ranked 15th in 2019. The Best Global Universities ranking of the U.S. News and World Report ranked UHH 7th. The QS World University Rankings and Shanghai Jiao Tong University's Academic Ranking of World Universities placed UHH among the national top 15 and global top 250 universities. Fees. According to the Times Higher Education Ranking 2021, UHH ranked 12th in Germany and 135th worldwide. UHH was ranked 6th in Germany and 186th worldwide by the 2020 CWTS Leiden ranking. The 2016 Center for World Universities were ranked UHH 9th nationally and 170th globally out of more than 25,000 institutions. The Webometrics ranking of world universities, which classifies universities according to volume and impact of web publications, ranked UHH 5th in Germany and 140th worldwide out of roughly 12,000 universities. In 2016, EdUniversal ranked Universität Hamburg School of Business, Economics and Social Sciences 13th in Germany between Technical University of Munich and Free University of Berlin. In 2019, UHH was inducted into German Excellence Strategy of the federal and state governments, a competition for top-level university research funding in Germany, with 4 distinct clusters of excellence. As of July 2019, UHH is one of 11 universities to be awarded the status of University of Excellence for their flagship university concept. Administrative structure. Faculty of Law. Jurisprudence Faculty of Business Administration. Business Administration BWL Faculty of Economics and Social Sciences. Department of Social Economics. Department of Social Sciences. Department of Macroeconomics VWL Faculty of Medicinal Sciences. Medical Sciences Faculty of Education, Psychology and Human Movement. Department of Human Movement. Department of Education. Department of Psychology. Service Department for Evaluation Faculty of Humanities, Asia-Africa Institute, Department of Theology, Department of History, Department of Cultural History and Contemporary Culture, Department of Philosophy, Department of Language, Literature, Media SLM Faculty of Mathematics, Computer Science and Natural Sciences, Department of Biology, Department of Chemistry, Department of Geosciences, Department of Computer Science, Department of Mathematics, Department of Physics, Center for Bioinformatics, Center for Forest Products Faculty of Engineering, Department of Mechanical Engineering. Facilities and associated institutes. The Hamburg State and University Library Karl von Ossiecki, established in 1479, contains over 5 million volumes and is the biggest academic library in the Hamburg metropolitan area. It is also used as a legal deposit and archive for the city-state. It owns a large number of special collections and items of historic value, including medieval manuscripts. Hamburg University Press is also part of the library system. The university also oversees 3 museums: the Zoological Museum Hamburg, the Mineralogical Museum Hamburg, and the Museum of Geology and Paleontology Hamburg. All of these are located on the central campus. A large number of associated institutes and institute are affiliated with the university, among them the Hans Bredow Institute for Media Research and the Heinrich Pett Institute Leibniz Institute for Experimental Virology. Other affiliated institutions include Hamburg Observatory, German Climate Computing Center, Alfred Wegener Institute for Polar and Marine Research, Bernhard Nocht Institute for Tropical Medicine, European Molecular Biology Laboratory, Max Planck Institute for Meteorology, Confucius Institute Hamburg, Hamburg Center for Ultrafast Imaging, the China EU School of Law at China University of Political Science and Law in Beijing, China, which contains 16 member institutions for providing mid-career training, master's degree, and joint doctoral research in China-EU law. UHH was one of the founding members. University of Hamburg alumni and faculty. Students/graduates. Frank Baffo, Ghanaian economist, diplomat, and businessman. Wolfgang Burant, lawyer, legal academic, and professor for commercial law. Gerd Bucerius, politician, the namesake of the Bucerius Law School. Ezreal Karlabach, Israeli journalist and editorial writer. Xing Shenchern, winner of Wolf Prize in Mathematics in 1984. Jürgen Ehlers, winner of Max Planck Medal in 2002. Eugen Fitchen, co-CEO of Deutsche Bank from 2009. Rainer Frost, developer of Fishbase. Klaus Hesselmann, oceanographer and climate modeler and recipient of the Nobel Prize in Physics in 2021. Harald Zerhausen, winner of Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 2008. Ingo Heidbrink, maritime historian. Secretary General of the International Commission for Maritime History. Wolfgang Hoffmann, Riem legal scholar, and a former judge of the Federal Constitutional Court of Germany. J. Hans D. Jensen, winner of Nobel Prize in Physics in 1963. Hein Kotz, director of the Max Planck Institute for Foreign and International Private Law MPI Priv. Hans Adolf Krebs, winner of Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1953. Jens Markloff, mathematician and physicist. Winner of the Whitehead Prize. Emma Mbua, the first woman from East Africa to become a paleontologist. Reinhard Moritz, Außerplanmanager professor at the University of Munster's Institute for Geoinformatics. Paul Neverman, first mayor of Hamburg 1961–1965. Jos Pucknik, known as one of the fathers of Slovenian independence from Yugoslavia. Dagmar Reichert, cultural scholar. Joachim Ritter, philosopher and founder of the so-called Ritter School of Liberal Conservatism. Waldemar R. Robin, historian, director of Historisches Museum Hannover. Peter Schlechtrim, law scholar. Wolfgang Schäuble, Germany's federal minister of finance in the second and third Merkel cabinets since 2009. Helmut Schmidt, graduate, economist, chancellor of West Germany from 1974 to 1982. 82. Olaf Scholz, lawyer, first mayor of Hamburg from 2011. Klaus-Peter Sieglock, former journalist and reporter for ZDF. Peter Sloterdijk, philosopher and cultural theorist. Richard Sorge, famous spy. Leo Strauss, political philosopher well known for U.S. esotericism. Ole Whitman, German art historian, curator, and publisher. Faculty. Ernst Cassirer, neo-Kantian philosopher and historian, a professor from 1919 to 1933. Emil Artin, mathematician, a professor from 1923 to 1937. Kurt Koswig, zoologist who worked for many years in Turkey before spending 1955–1969 at Hamburg University. Jörg von Dadelsen, musicologist, 1960 to 1971. Neubach, Ossiecki. Rudolf Fleischmann, experimental nuclear physicist. Otto Frank, first sinology chair at Hamburg. Wolfgang Frank, sinology chair, son of Otto. Klaus Hesselmann, oceanographer and climate modeler and recipient of the Nobel Prize in Physics 2021. Wilhelm Lenz, physicist, advisor of J. Hans D. Jensen. Willibald Jentsch, experimental nuclear physicist. Klaus Koch, expert in the growth of biblical studies. Arnold Kohlschutter, well-known astronomer and astrophysicist. Yuqian Quan, Chinese defector, sinologist, and writer. Agathe Lasch, first female professor at Hamburg 1917–1934, Germanic philologist and Holocaust victim. Wolfgang Paul, winner of Nobel Prize in Physics in 1989, founder of the DSI. Wolfgang Pauli, winner of Nobel Prize in Physics in 1945. Johann Radon, mathematician. W.G. Sebald, literary critic and writer. Otto Stern, winner of Nobel Prize in Physics in 1943. William Stern, inventor of the concept of the intelligence quotient IQ. Alfred Wegener, founder of the continental drift theory. Karl Friedrich von Weizsäcker, nuclear physicist known as the longest living member of the research team that performed nuclear research in Germany during the Second World War.